Hello, everyone. This is the announcement video for week 6. Today is Monday night. I usually make these sometime during the weekend. I'm a little late because I've been messing around with the Canvas page a little bit. I'm trying something new. Let me get into what I want to discuss in this video. It's 5 things. I'm going to go through them in the order that I'm going to present them right now. First thing, the intro and the outro for the stuff that we did last week and the stuff that you guys are going to be doing this week. Item 2, course notes, the online course notes. Item 3, grading. Item 4, following directions on a problem. And item 5, exam 1, practice exam 1. We all smelt it coming, right? So it's about that time, okay? Last week, you guys did implicit differentiation and derivatives of exponentials and logarithmic functions, right? That was the last bit of chapter 3, right? And this week, right, hopefully you guys notice this, there's nothing, okay? There's a whole week of nothing. And that's because I've got exam 1 coming up, okay? And like I said in item 5, there's a exam 1 that I'm going to be activating over the weekend, and practice exam 1, which is going to be open all the rest of this week. Okay, but I'll get to that one in a second. Okay, that's what's coming up this entire week. I will. I'll talk about that more when we get to item 5. Okay. Item number 2, the online course notes. I know that over the last week about students, some of you guys have been, and this includes my other Calc 1, my in-person Calc 1, the course notes. There have been problems with the course notes showing up again. Sometimes you click on the link for one of the course notes and it says that, what is it? The items are not available or something like that, right? I think it's been resolved. I think everything works like it's supposed to, okay? So if there's still any problems, you might need to come in so I can take a look at your computer. But for now, I have not heard anybody else, any other complaints about notes missing. All the notes are up for now, okay? If there are any problems though, let me know. Item 3, grading. I've been behind on the grading because I've been making the notes try to work right. But now that the notes are working right, I'm going to go into a big, huge, fat grading frenzy. I do want to get as many of the lecture questions done. I do want to get more so than anything the quick checks done because that's what you guys are going to probably be using to study for your exam. Okay, be ready for that, right? And like I've been saying from the beginning of the semester, right? This is Calc 1, right? All of you guys are eventually going to be engineers, scientists, doctors, right? Due dates, if you know that you're behind, right, that should be sort of like, you know, for lack of better terms, you got a fire under your butt, right? You have to get the assignments in. So if you've been following the pacing guide from the notes, no big deal, right? If you haven't, if you're a couple assignments behind, that's fine. It's not bad, but do know that, you know, I'm about to grade soon. And this time around, yeah, I will grade. Okay. So just make sure that, you know, things are in. Okay. Which brings me to item 4. There was a quick check. I believe it was section 3.1, 3.2, where I think I had explained it for that week that you guys are going to be, that you were going to be covering the definition, the limit definition of a derivative, right? After section 3.3, you can use all the shortcuts you want, but before section 3.3, okay? So section 3.2 and 3.1 in particular, you were required to use the limit definition for a derivative. And what I saw in a lot of the quick checks was that students used the shortcuts outright. It's great that you know them, okay? Eventually, yes, you are correct. Everyone's correct. we sort of, I don't want to say abandon, but we sort of forego the definition of the limit definition of a derivative and just use shortcuts nearly exclusively, right? Okay, that's exactly what's going to happen. But until then, right, make sure you do the limit definition of the derivative. Okay, so which brings up something for item 5, right? If the directions say, right, compute the derivative using the limit definition, do the limit definition of the derivative. So the limit as h approaches 0 of f of x plus h minus that thing, okay? You are required, I am required to make sure that you know how to do that, okay? So just make sure that you know how to do that. You make sure that, you know, in the process, right, you're able to distribute appropriately, you're able to cancel out appropriately, everything like you should, okay? If it doesn't say use the limit definition of the derivative, you can use all the shortcuts you want, okay? But if it says limit definition, please, please, please use the limit definition, okay? All right, that's all I wanted to do for item 1, 2, 3, and 4. I think the more important one, the more pressing one that everybody's got on their mind right now is probably item 5, okay, which is exam 1, practice exam 1, okay? For this semester, I am going to be trying something new, okay? I will be using this program called HonorLock for this exam, okay? Unfortunately, I've taught this class, I've taught Calc 1 multiple times in person and online, and unfortunately, online instruction, the responses that I've been getting on exams, very, very heavily, I can tell, but I have no proof that students have been using outside aids, ChatGPT, Chegg, Wolfram Alpha, things like that to do, to sort of, complete the test, okay? And as you might as well established already, right? What I need to make sure is that you yourself are learning the material, not that you're able to regurgitate this from ChatGPT or any other computer aid. So to curb all of that, I am going to have to use HonorLock to make sure that all of you maintain the academic integrity of the test, and I can, with full confidence, assume that the knowledge that you are giving me is of your own, not of ChatGPT, okay? So, in the modules, I have, let me go to the modules. Okay, so if you look in the modules, you will see that there is a exam 1 module now, right after module 3, okay? I've provided a nice little write-up for the practice exam 1. Overall, the difference is for practice exam 1, I'm giving everybody 5 attempts to get as high a grade on it as possible. It will look like, at the end of the HonorLock setup, it will look like one of your homework assignments. It'll look like a homework assignment, okay? The homework assignments will randomize, or sorry, the exam, the practice exam, will randomize questions. So every attempt in your 5 attempts will most likely look different from the previous one, okay? And I'm trying to get you guys to practice, okay? The big difference between practice exam 1 and exam 1 is for the practice exam, okay, you do not need to show any proof. You can go ahead and sit there and write out the exam, but you do not have to show me how you got your answer, okay? For the actual exam, you do have to show me how you got your answer. So what you will see is exam 1 and practice exam 1, I'm sorry, exam 1 and exam 1 write-up will show up right below these, right below practice exam 1. Okay, exam 1 will be the honor locked assessment that you guys will all have to take. Okay, after the 2-hour time limit for exam 1, okay, I will require everyone to turn in their write-up. So the exam is going to happen. You guys are going to frantically, answer the question, and then you are going to submit that write-up in a separate assessment. Okay. Um, and the reason for that is because exam 1, the homework system for exam 1, will only provide you all with either full points, 10 points per problem, or no points. It only does completely correct or completely incorrect. Those are the only 2 options. Okay. What I will be using the write-ups for is for partial credit. So I'm going to look through your write-up, look at what you put in, look at what you wrote, right? And based off of that, I'm going to look at, oh, you did part of this actually pretty darn close. You really got really close. You messed up on a negative. I'm going to give you 8 out of 10. I'm going to give you a 9 out of 10 because the process is correct. It's for partial points. Okay. When I am done grading, looking at everybody's write-ups, I will let everybody know and to review your answers. Yeah. Okay. Let me see. The thing that I wanted to mention, the last thing I wanted to mention is timetables. The practice exam will be open for the rest of the week up until Friday. Okay. And then the exam 1, actual exam 1, I will open up over the weekend, Saturday, Sunday, so that everybody actually, so I can guarantee, well, mostly guarantee that everybody will have, most of everybody will have those days off or free time to take the exam during that time. Okay. I know this is the first time I'm using HonorLock. Okay. There are some requirements. So in particular, you're going to need to install Google Chrome. It will not work without Google Chrome. And within Google Chrome, you will need to install the HonorLock extension. Okay. I provided links to that in this practice exam 1 link that's right here. Everything, when I tested it out, worked okay. If there's any problems, I'll be next to my computer for the majority of this week to troubleshoot any problems that arise. Okay. I believe that is it. If there's any questions at all, you can always email me. I am decently good at my email, even though I'm going to be busy this week. So yeah, just send me an email. As an added plug, this Friday, October 3rd, the math department's going to have a study slam in the tutoring center downstairs in the math building. Okay. And I'm going to be there. It's going to be from 11 to 2. Okay. If you have any questions, if you're still stuck on something that doesn't feel right, or you can't see the calculation or computation, stop by. Stop by. Okay. We're going to have snacks. We're going to have drinks for people that stay there. I believe there's pizza that's also going to be coming. So it's a good day to be had if you want to, crank out a couple more practice exams for yourself before you go into the actual exam. Okay. That's it. That's all I got for you for today. If there's any questions, like I said, email me. Besides that, happy studying.